the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
I'm Dana.
I'm Paul.
Can you move that?
Welcome,
I like
Paul.
to see that. Hey, Paul, welcome to the podcast.
First timer. How you doing, buddy?
Very excited.
First time, long time?
This is an old work podcast.
There's people that call me the radio. First time, long time.
Have you ever done an all work podcast? Oh, when we had Connor on, that was an all work podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, dude.
I gotta fill his shoes.
He's a good movie watcher.
He is a good movie watcher.
Does he have a good voice too? I assume he has
He's got a
really
great
good
Connor?
Yeah.
He's got a great
Yes.
voice for
It just comes out
podcast.
real slow.
But it's the perfect like deepness.
Yes.
Yeah.
I only did one thing this weekend,
What?
or since the last time. I watched Killers of the Flower Moon last night.
So it took you
Oh.
like 3 days to watch it,
It
probably.
only took me one day. We watched it from start to finish. We paused for dinner, but god damn, man. It might be one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
spoilers.
Really?
It might be one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Robert De Niro is maybe the best he's ever been because he doesn't play like your regular Robert De Niro mob guy. I mean, he's a bad dude, but he's not like the regular
Hey, come
bad
on.
dude.
I was going in as he was a
And,
good guy, weren't you?
and
Fucking ruined it already.
Man, it was so good. I couldn't believe how good it was for a subject
When you
that I
read what it's about, it doesn't seem like it says the way he's acting.
Yeah.
If you read what it's about, it doesn't seem like it should be that
and
good.
for a
Okay.
subject that I knew next to nothing about, and for a subject that I didn't really care about either. I mean, this is nothing that ever was something that I thought about. Like at least like Italian mob stuff,
Yeah.
was always around, and I knew about
Yeah.
it. So this is like
And it's got your boy Leo in there
Leo's
too, right?
in it. Jesse Plemkins,
Plemkins, yeah.
what Meth Damon, he's in
Yeah.
it, and there's a couple other smaller roles. I don't want to mention them because
All right,
when they
yeah,
pop up
don't-
in the
yeah.
movie, you're like, "Hey, it's blah blah."
I'm looking
blah,
forward to
blah.
watching that one. That's-
And you watched it at home, or did you go to the
Yeah,
movies?
yeah, I watched it last
Is
night.
it available for
Video on
streaming?
demand, yeah.
Not for
Okay.
free.
It's not for
Not
free.
for free
Okay.
yet. Yeah,
That's fine.
It's 19 to rent. Yeah.
Which is
mean-
ridiculous because it's on. It was made by Apple. Apple made it.
Okay.
It's for you can only rent it on
Did it
Apple.
say when Apple's gonna?
It's on Apple now, but you pay $19.99.
Because they talked
for
about it wasn't supposed to be as long to get to streaming for everybody.
For a lower
You know what I
price,
mean? Like
yeah.
right now, it's $19.99 to rent, $24.99 to buy. It's like
Yeah.
if you're gonna rent it at $19.99, you might as well buy it.
Yeah.
At $24.99.
Like I understood
Yeah.
during COVID. Sorry,
I'll
Paul.
wait till it drops to $9.99.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until
I got
it's
a
free
couple-
on Apple.
Honestly,
you know
I
what
got
mean?
a couple of months.
I really want to
Yeah.
see it though. Yeah.
Like when COVID was going on and like HBO was putting all the Warner Brothers movies on,
Oh yeah.
Max,
when
but
they
you
were
had to
coming
pay
out
for it.
theater and
but you had to pay for it. I understood that because no one was going to the theater. But now the theaters are like, I don't understand why they're putting it on their service but making you pay for it. But whatever.
Yeah.
It was amazing. De Niro's definitely winning Best Supporting Actor, unless Robert Downey Jr. wins it for Oppenheimer because he was really good in that too.
Oppenheimer was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that one yet?
No, not yet. I really want to.
Also, that is a great movie. Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's hear it. What do you got?
Okay, I have 5 things, 5 movies I saw this week.
Let's see if I
3
have
of which
any.
I'm just going to blow through because they were Christmas movies. So
I got a
watched
couple Christmas ones. What do you got?
Best Christmas Ever,
That was-
which
I
I
watched
think you
last
watched that
week,
last
yeah.
week. Yeah, that was pretty good. Something from Tiffany's, which was cheesy Hallmark.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't like that rom-com situation.
Sounds
and
terrible.
Candy Cane Lane.
I did Candy
Yeah.
Cane Lane as well.
What'd you think of it?
It was silly.
It was silly. Yeah, it was all right.
You could tell what was going to happen the
Yeah,
whole time. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Is that Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
I've seen the ads.
Ken
for that.
Marino too from the
Yeah,
state, so I was
yeah.
excited for him to be in it.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't, something I'd
It
watch
was one of
again.
those
but
ones. It's like
you can
it's
watch it
not
with your
Elf,
family
you know,
type
'cause
of thing.
Elf's constantly
Yes.
on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's something else to watch besides
Yeah.
Elf. I mean,
Yeah.
because that's always on everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Elf. I mean,
I know. it
Christmas
was on-
Vacation was on last night on TBS. I'm like, damn, I'm not watching this already. I'm not watching
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
Wait a little.
Yeah.
It's not too. It's not close enough yet. Yeah.
I agree. And then I watched another one that's getting a lot of talk right now on Netflix, May December.
I never heard of it.
It's
May, December?
Natalie Portman and Juliana Moore. And it's loosely based on that teacher who married her 13-year-old student.
the turnout, right? Yeah, I wanna see that.
So it's not their names, but it's clearly supposed to be them because the ethnicities match and
So,
some of the situations match.
And they're in Seattle.
Is
or
Natalie Portman
Yeah.
the December of that relationship?
No, so Natalie Portman is an actress who was cast to do the movie of their life. So this is when they're already grown. The boy is in his mid-30s. Her kids are grown. She goes to
They have
to
kids
meet,
together, right?
Yeah, they have kids together. She goes to meet up with Juliana Moore, who's the woman that married the student.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, and
Julianne
she wants
Moore,
to
yeah.
get to know her life and who she is and learn about her to better play the role in the
Is
movie.
the student anybody that we know?
I know him from...
Supernatural.
Riverdale.
That was going to be my next guess.
I was
Riverdale.
gonna
I think
guess
it was
Pedro.
Riverdale or 13 Reasons Why. I think he was in both of those things.
I was gonna guess Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite because that's the right.
No, I think.
I think that's the right
Age? Or
Yeah, no,
He's
I think
Hispanic, right?
ethnicity. Yeah.
No, the kid. No, this guy is Asian. That's all I know.
That's it.
But anyway, he.
Just
People are really
many
talking
flavors
about.
of Asian. What kind of flavor are we talking?
Listen,
Now
I'm
we're
not
not
getting
gonna get
myself
into
in trouble. I do not know.
Listen, she doesn't want to go out like Shane Gillis.
No.
I didn't ask for an accent. I don't need that.
No, but he it was very interesting. It was very strange. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. People are really taught like this movie was so great. I thought it was pretty good, and then it just ended, and I was like, oh, okay, it's over. And
Is there a part two?
Yeah, like what happened? But it doesn't go into like the two of them meeting and becoming a couple. It's
There could be a
20
part
years
two,
later.
January
It's a
to
step.
April. I
Yeah,
think it's
right.
called January to April.
Yeah, it's just well established. But anyway, so that was okay. I think a lot of people liked it more than I did. Anyway,
never even heard
and
of
then
it.
I saw the new Godzilla.
Oh,
Which
minus
was
one.
Yeah.
-1, Godzilla
I heard
-1.
it's so good.
It was amazing.
I've heard nothing but amazing things. Like,
yeah,
hey,
people
and
are saying
it's
it's the
not.
best. It's
It's the
insane.
best Godzilla movie, King Kong
Really?
movie, all that genre movie that I've ever seen. It's 100% Japanese, so you have to read the subtitles.
I don't mind that.
No, and because it's not like there's long dialogue, you gotta read or whatever.
I mean, by the middle of the movie, you probably know what. Look out! There's Godzilla in
Yeah.
Japanese, right?
yeah, but
And I
it's
think
definitely
Godzilla's still Godzilla.
Yeah,
Much
it was
Japanese,
great.
yeah.
I mean, the action starts immediately, but then it's really a great storytelling, and they really get into like the characters and the development of the one guy, and you're rooting for him, and it's really like it was great. I have to say.
What's the significance of the -1, or is that part of the
So
story?
I
that
had to
don't wanna
Google it.
know?
No, I
I think I
had
have
to
an
Google
idea.
it.
Can I guess?
Sure,
What
sure.
that is? -1 means they're talking about that's the day before it happened.
No.
So that's the.
That's what I thought too, because in the latest
All right.
Monarch, they were like Godzilla -2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing
I don't
that.
know.
yeah.
Well, maybe, but what I read was it's basically like, Andy won, Dana 0. Like he beat me in something. So Godzilla -1.
That means
I
it's
don't know.
-1 though. So
Yeah,
you
I know.
lost,
I didn't
right?
understand. And then
Yeah.
some people were saying that it was meaning that there's going to be more movies. So I'm not really sure. And maybe it's a translation thing that hasn't really whatever.
They're saying this is one to see in the theaters too because of the.
Oh, yeah.
The,
It was great.
action, the effects.
I mean,
and
it
stuff.
was definitely. There were some parts like just the people story really got to you. Like it
Did Tara
definitely
like
did
it?
the people. Yeah, she loved it.
Even with the Japanese
Yeah,
subtitles.
yeah, she did.
I was going to say
was
with
so
Japanese
good.
people, but
No,
I know she wasn't
stop.
looking for that either.
No,
but-
she was fine.
You
It was
made Tara
great.
sound a lot worse if you say that.
It was great. Yeah,
I would love that for my 7-year-old. She would run around just yelling Japanese quotes all over the house. Look out! Here comes Godzilla in full Japanese the entire halfway through the movie.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was.
I know Connor saw it.
I
He
enjoyed
loved
it.
it.
Yeah.
And Brian
Yeah.
Mack saw it.
I-
Brian,
I-
friend of the
yeah.
show, Brian Mack saw it, and he
I was
loved
going
it
to try
also.
and go see it yesterday, but I ran out of time.
I would definitely see it in the theater. It's great. It's 2 hours, so
Yeah.
it's not terrible. Terribly long.
Man, that's like something my father-in-law would love too. I wonder if he's up at Christmas time, if it'll still be in the theater. I can
I
drag him
bet
to
it
see
will.
that.
It was not showing in a lot
Yeah.
of I mean, it was showing in theaters, but not a lot of viewings in the theaters. If that makes
It's
sense,
not like showing one or two
theater,
times,
yeah. And I went to Princeton Market Fair, which is not the best because their screens
small,
are
too,
small,
yeah.
and then it goes, but like the seats go back like high and far back, so it's like
That's
you
where
kind
we
of got to sit
saw
closer.
Bohemian
Like
Rhapsody, right? Did we see that
I think
together?
so.
there?
Yeah. Yep.
My father-in-law and I saw King Kong in the theater, the Peter Jackson one.
1930.
No, the 2001, whatever year that was. 2005 one. I remember like on a Saturday he called
Oh, that
me
was
up.
the
He's like,
Jack Black one?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
not a
Oh.
big fan of that one.
No.
Paulie,
It was
Yes, sir.
okay. It wasn't.
what's up, buddy?
Not much.
What are you up to, man? You've never been on, so tell us everything
no.
for the last like 40 years. What have you been
Yeah.
up to, man?
Jesus.
Please tell us your whole life. Start at day
What
one.
was the first movie you saw?
I didn't watch any movies since you guys did this.
Well, you could talk
Yeah,
about
TV.
any movie that you've seen in the past year. Something that you've seen that you want to recommend, maybe.
But Paulie went to New York yesterday to see
Oh,
the
you
Christmas
did?
tree.
Oh, cool.
The entire family went.
Nice.
What'd you
Well,
go see?
When I said Paul, I didn't
What's
mean
that?
just
What did you go
about
see?
yourself.
The
We went to go
Christmas
see the-
Spectacular?
No, we went to go see the tree.
Oh, the
So
tree,
We started
okay.
small. We went and
Paul.
went and saw the tree.
Yeah.
Direct yourself closer to the microphone, man. You're kind
That's
of
a producer right there.
Yeah, there he is. Andy's doing his
It's
job.
his first time.
How is this
There you
better?
go.
Much
Don't be
better.
afraid. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. No, we dragged the family up to New York to go see the tree.
Oh, that's fun.
Nice.
It was pretty. It was for what I thought it was going to be. It turned
Yeah.
out a lot better. We We left at 5:30 in the morning. Got there.
Good Lord.
Does it 5:30 in the morning?
About closer to 6. So we got up to the parking garage. We went right up to Rockefeller Center to the parking garage.
Oh, you drove?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it ended up being about $60 to park in the parking garage.
I was going to ask the
Jesus.
question:
Yeah.
how much did it cost to park?
It was. It
And
ended
that's
up
for
at
2 hours.
$60.
Yeah, we got there at 7:30. We stayed till 12:30. We were out of there about 12:30 on
Okay.
the way home. So what's that? 6 hours, 7
Yeah,
hours.
5
Wow.
hours, yeah.
So that's
So-
cheaper than I guess you would have all paid $30 each to take the train. So
Well, for the 2 adults, yeah,
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
you know
kids'
the
prices,
teenagers,
yeah.
she'll get a student price.
does she? I mean,
And
I don't
then-
even know if they offer that
I
on the
don't.
train.
They,
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Or
But
and
it's
under
probably
18.
12 and under. It's
Yeah.
probably when it gets
Yeah,
there.
well, she's 15, so
yeah,
she's probably
yeah.
an adult at that point. And then I don't know if short round is free or not, but it was way better. So we got
Yeah.
our picture in front of the tree. We walked a couple blocks. I think it was east.
Were you going towards the East River or the New Jersey?
We were walking away.
It's like,
going towards New Jersey or
I'm the
away from
same
New
way.
Jersey?
Couldn't tell, to be
Is it
honest.
left or
Were the
right?
streets going up or down?
We walked towards Broadway, and I think, yes, actually they were going, we're 8th, 9th, that way. We were heading away, so east. We were heading east.
Okay.
Found a little diner, went and had breakfast. Short round fell asleep during breakfast from being up at 5:30 in the morning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She should have slept in the car on the ride up. But
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Too excited?
My 7-year-old does not sleep. When she's excited, she's got her mindset. She doesn't sleep in the
Yeah.
car. We could be driving 2.5, 3 hours. My wife, my oldest, sound asleep in the car. Chatty Cathy in the back, just everything. We can talk about every subject under the sun. She'll read every billboard. It's it's daddy this, daddy that, daddy this.
Well, that's fun.
That'll keep you awake.
It was
Yeah.
a good time. It was a good time. It was. Would I do it again? I'm good for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just you saying that, I mean, we took our kids when they were young. They're obviously adults now. So it's been 10 years at least. And it could be another 10.
It's
Yeah.
better
Like,
that you
maybe
did the
even
tree
more.
and not New Year's.
That's what I
Yeah.
said
You
to
don't want to
Allison.
do
I
that.
said, you know, the last time we were there was 8 years ago. It was,
Okay.
you know, right before McCary was born.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I said, look, I'm good for another 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
yeah.
But you bring up a good point, Jason. I've never been there
Yeah.
for New Year's. Never. I will
I
never
have
do
Nope.
it.
no.
No interest in that either.
No,
yeah.
We
there
might-
are too many people.
My aunt used to live in New York, my dad's sister, and we went to her house for Thanksgiving one year, and we went to the Thanksgiving
the
Day
parade,
parade.
yeah.
Oh, my
Like, it's the
gosh.
only time we did it. And we were there for like an hour. We stood there, a couple of floats went by, and we're like, hey, there's Underdog, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
not as exciting as I thought it was
Did you
going
see
to be.
Woody Woodpecker?
I don't even remember now. I mean, I was probably like, I'm going to say I was like 12, but I don't even know how old I was. And it was not something I was really
He's a
looking
real
forward to.
instigator.
It was just, cool. I'm glad. That's fun, though, man. That's
Yeah,
a
it
good
was
family
the
event.
just that. It was the
It's
making
so
the
funny.
memories.
It's such a touristy thing to do, but
Yeah.
you have to do it if you
I
live in
tell
New
you what,
Jersey once, right?
Going in as early as we did, there was nobody.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
absolutely
But by
nobody
like
there.
noon, was it just
It was
jamming?
starting to get thick at
because
about
it was
10.
it was a nice day,
10:30.
I guess.
Yeah.
So it was a good day to do it.
Yeah.
Not today. Today would have sucked.
Yeah, about 10:30 it started getting thick. I mean, before that, walking out to the restaurant, I could let the 7-year-old's hand go, except for crossing the street.
Sure.
There was nobody on the sidewalks, so
Yeah.
it was a good time frame to do it.
Yeah.
Went up, did the tree. We even got into FAO Schwartz and let them go nuts in there for a little bit. The big toy store there.
Yeah, I thought that
Did
was.
they have
I didn't
the-
know
did they
that. I
have
thought
the-
they closed that down, but I guess
Maybe it's a
Did they
miniature
have the
one, like
piano?
a smaller one.
I couldn't find the piano. Dude, it was packed
so
solid.
fun,
It
yeah.
was packed solid. The line was all the way down to, I guess, what's that, NBC studio over there right behind it. Past that,
Yeah.
it was moving. I mean, you could see
But yeah.
people coming out the side, and they'd only let you in on the one side. So it was like they were kind of cattle corralling everybody through the store.
Yeah.
very cool. Jay, what about you, buddy?
Let's see. I watched Candy Cane Lane. That was one we talked about. I watched Christmas with the Cranks. You ever see that one? Tim Allen and Jamie Lee
I
Curtis.
can only do so much Tim Allen.
I did it because Jamie Lee Curtis was in it.
And I
just
agree.
because of
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie, you know,
Yeah.
because of Trading Places.
Did she keep her shirt on more than this one?
In
Christmas
this
with
one,
the
she
Crank?
did, yeah, unfortunately. Then I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I told you about that. It was yeah, that stunk.
Oh.
The new indie. I watched White Christmas from 1954.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was just in one of those moods.
Black and white.
Nice.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So
Did you have a smoking jacket on when you did like a robe? Where you
I should have,
slippers.
This pipe.
Yeah, I just see him sitting next to a fire.
And then my last Christmas one that I watched this week was Home Alone 2, Lost in New York City, and I watched that for Donald Trump's
I was gonna say
His cameo.
with him in it, right?
He's still
Because
in
I,
it, yes.
I remember when it was on TV
They were
a
trying to
couple
get
years
him.
ago. They cut it
they're
out.
trying to remove him.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
They said for time they edited it.
There's no need for time because that's 12 seconds.
Oh
too
my
fast.
But they said it was edited years ago for TV, like in the 90s.
But still, there's no
Oh.
need. That's not going to take up
Okay.
any amount of
Oh,
time.
no,
in that
no,
little
but it
part.
was
Yeah.
funny when that
It's
was
so
like a
stupid that they're
controversy.
trying to say that.
Yeah.
But I watched this guy. He opened up for Bobby Kelly one time when we saw him. Stavros Halkias. Like, he's like a Greek kid. He has a special on Netflix called Fat Rascal. I watched that. That was pretty good. I watched Squid Game: The Challenge.
Oh my God, Logan
I
and
hear
Michelle watched
so
that.
much about it.
I saw like half of that.
I
Yeah.
got into it. I'm telling you, it pulls
yeah.
you in. Yeah,
I'm hearing a
It
lot of
pulled me
behind
in,
the
yeah.
scenes stuff about how
They didn't pay the lady.
they didn't
yet.
pay. The treatment was pretty bad. That Red Rover thing, whatever it's called, that it took like 8 hours. And people were standing, like the way they edited it, you didn't know that they were there for standing in some of those positions for like 40 minutes.
That's insane.
Just standing there.
Logan said
and then,
that. I didn't see it, but Logan said that people were just standing there. All of a sudden, their chest would pop, and
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
Why were they out?
They're like, why? I didn't even move.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
It was- but it does it like because they did it well because I was thinking like how are they going to do this to make it interesting?
Yeah.
They followed along. They did pretty much almost all the same games.
Okay.
But some are a little different because obviously you can't be killing people.
right.
It was okay.
What was
I
the
saw
prize? Like,
It's
4
4,560,000. 456, 10,000 for each person. I think it comes
Something
out
like
to
that,
right.
yeah.
And
all that for $10,000?
No,
if you
4
win?
million they win.
But you're not
4,560,000.
You're not paying
Oh.
an entry fee. You're just a contestant. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's just that each person was when they got eliminated, $10,000 went into the big piggy bank.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
And then A Disturbance in the Force, a new documentary I watched on the 1978 holiday special, Star Wars holiday special. It's a good documentary. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Nice.
Maybe I can repost our holiday special in place of Kroll this week since I lost Kroll. Sorry,
I feel bad
Kroll,
for Zach,
for
yeah.
all of those waiting for Kroll. I'm sorry, Andy producer.
Zach had a lot of fun doing that one.
Yeah.
I had fun discussing that awful movie, but
Yeah, we all gave it less than 40. I think you gave it the highest with 40.
Yeah, I did.
But what did you watch, Andy?
Just Kill is the Flower Moon. I
That's
mean,
it.
besides the fact that like Monarch were caught up on,
I caught up on that and the curse.
I
the
started
Curse
The
were
Curse.
caught up
Did you like
on.
it?
So far, yes, I liked it. Yeah. It's good.
Fargo. This season of Fargo is so good, man. Oh my God, so
I think
good.
I'm caught up in that. It is really good.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
watch the last 2 seasons, but I'm really
I
liking
never
this
watched
one.
any of Fargo. So
Did
No?
you see the
It's good.
Just
this
the
week's
movie.
episode? They
I'm not sure.
They were in her
because-
house. They
I don't think so.
okay. It ends with them. The episode before ends with them going into the house, and then
It was a Halloween.
yes.
The last one I saw was the Halloween episode.
Then you are one behind.
Okay.
Big
Yeah.
Brother Reindeer Games comes out
Yes, I'll be
tomorrow.
watching that.
That starts tomorrow.
That's a great cast. I'm hearing a lot of drama about that too.
Why is it
Ooh,
called
yeah.
Reindeer Games?
Because
It's just Christmas
around
games, like
Christmas,
a one-off.
Oh.
It's a new thing. They've never done it before, so I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, I don't know
other
either,
than
yeah, so-
Christmas themed.
I don't think they're all staying in a house for like a certain amount of time. like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think they
like,
just do
they're
competitions
just
and
coming
stuff.
and doing competitions.
And it's
That's
all
it.
of our favorite peoples.
Oh, is it like
So-
a greatest hits? Like they're bringing
Yeah.
people
It's
back.
got all people that you know. Yeah, all previous contestants. Some going back to season 2.
Yeah,
It was funny talking
Totally
about
back.
Squid Game. I came home from work one day. Logan was watching it. That's how I found out about it because Logan was watching it. It was already like episode 4. And so I sat down. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is this? Squid Game? And he's like, these are my 2 boys right here. These 2 guys are my boys. I want one of them to win. Both eliminated.
Don't
like,
do that.
Dude,
I know, right?
I did to make a point, but I think it
I know you
shorted
got,
out my
I
mark
heard something
too.
go ding.
But both of them got eliminated within minutes of him saying these.
That's fantastic.
As soon as he said it, I'm like, did I jinx him? I'm sorry.
It's they do the honey or
That cookie thing?
the cookie
Yeah.
thing. They do that where you got to break that. They do so. Yeah, it's fun.
But they did a thing, and that's when his boys got eliminated, where you had to open a box. Oh, you had to do the
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Oh, that was a little different because
And
that
then-
was like a
and then-
a test.
Yeah,
it wasn't
and then
a
you got
game.
a thing
Yeah.
that said either you're eliminated immediately, or
Pick people to be eliminated.
you can pick
Oh.
people to be eliminated,
Wow.
or you get an advantage in the next game, which we never got to see because that guy got eliminated. I would have liked to see what the
Yeah, that's
advantage
right.
was.
It's, 'cause she picked him.
Because the next game was that one with the marbles. So I don't know what the advantage would have been there.
Yeah, that's right. And it happens again too. Everybody's like, "Yeah, well, be my partner, be my partner," and then they're like, "We got to play marbles against each other." Yeah, so that was on them. But you can sign up. I think you sign up on Spreaker. Download, rate, subscribe, review, do all those fun things. It's the exciting and new podcast on all our socials. The Jazoo over there on Instagram, Jazoo74 on Twitter. This has been the exciting and new mini podcast, and I'm Jason.
Agonzo1 on Twitter, Agonzo1970 on Instagram. That closing music always comes in too loud. I got to figure out that's something. I'm Andy.
Dana Caps on TikTok and Twitter. Dana Caps 77 on Instagram. I'm Dana.
I'm Paul, living under a rock somewhere here in Central Jersey.
These guests never want to get back to
perfect.
social media.